the games that we're looking forward to seeing today: Doom Dark Ages, Expedition 33, and South of Midnight. And as you said, yeah, we didn't really know too much about South of Midnight or Expedition 33 when we've been previously chatting on the podcast. But you know me, I like my research. I went away and had a little bit of a Google around and looked on Wikipedia and read all up about these games. So I've got some facts and figures to go through while we're in the stream.
Brilliant.
And you're right. You're exactly right with Expedition 33. It's a French Persona.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's made by a French development team called Sandfall Interactive. And it's like Final Fantasy or Persona. So it's a turn-based AAA, apparently, role-playing video game. So should be good.
It looks really good. It looks really good, but obviously, as I said, I don't really want to get too excited for it because it's a new developer and it might look really good, and then the game comes out and then it's buggy and broken for all we know. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm crossing my fingers. And then South of Midnight is the game that started your running joke of me hating women. I think that was the first game you mentioned that on when you were doing the Xbox Direct.
So the person you'll be hating, actually, I know her name now. In South of Midnight, her name is Hazel, apparently, from my research. So you can direct all your hate towards Hazel when we're getting introduced to the third-person action game, which is called South of Midnight, developed by Compulsion Games, apparently, and published by Xbox Studios. So this is one of your own games. And the game emulates, apparently, stop motion animation for its cutscenes, and the narrative delves into Southern folklore.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, you can't remember the trailer from the Xbox Direct. It was like it had a giant crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
giant
can.
crocodile chasing you around. Yeah. It looks fun. It's made by, as you said, Compulsion. They made We Happy Few, which everyone's like the art style and all that looks really good. But
I like
really
that. I never played it, but it looked good, right?
Yeah, it looks really good. And then they also did Contrast, I think.
Yeah.
So they made some good stuff. I'm hoping that this seems like the biggest game yet. It gives me kind of Breath of the Wild kind of like motion kind of feel to it, like the gliding and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it.
Apparently, Lewis, you've got a fan in chat at the moment.
Hello.
And he's just said that you hating on Mary Jane in Spider-Man is the one that convinced me that you hated girls. So it's funny that this has become much bigger than maybe it was. So I do apologise, Lewis, if now everyone who listens to the podcast, because it's obviously growing. We've got a couple of listeners now, which is quite nice, and a couple of regulars. But if they genuinely believe now that you hate women, my job is done.
My girlfriend hates me now.
Yep.
She's mad at me.
My mum hates you. Laura hates you. All the women in my life hate you. So, yeah.
But you got to admit, Mary Jane was broken in Spider-Man 2. I'm sorry, but she was. She was the worst part of that game. I don't care if it makes me look like a sexist for saying it. It's true.
Well, chat has definitely tilted you, which is great. And it's nice to see people in chat, which is great. I haven't had anybody on TikTok just yet. I was only testing it earlier, which is funny, with the MPS We Trust channel, just to see if I could get some of the chat to come through. And I've got it coming through on my sort of third monitor. So I got my notes on my right-hand side. I've got you and the developer direct in the middle. And then I've got OBS at the top. And I've got Twitch and TikTok down there, just to see what happens. So it should be fun, this little stream.
There he is.
So we got 45 minutes, haven't we, of this? And we know 3 games, as well as a mystery game. Ooh.
Well, we assume it's 45 minutes because the first 2 are 45 minutes, but then they've only got 4 games on the dock, whereas the last 2 had 5.
Sure.
So it might be a bit shorter. I'm not sure, or they might be showing 2 secret games and just been trying to fool us. I found you on Twitch, by the way.
Brilliant. Found me on Twitch. Found me on TikTok.
Because I want to look at his chat and start fighting back. Start feeding the trolls.
He's saying he's a bit old for TikTok and he doesn't know how it works. I don't know how TikTok works, but now I'm on it, so I am a TikToker. So the mystery game, people are talking about Oblivion, Elden Scrolls.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility, Lewis? Obviously, you know a lot more about all this than me. I just know what I've read about on Wikipedia in like the last half an hour, because work has been absolutely super busy today and I haven't had a long time to sort of prep for tonight. But I did get a few facts and figures, as I said, but you should do all the heavy lifting in this stream with the knowledge,
so
all right?
Best. Yeah, so the Oblivion remake has been rumoured for a long time. There was that big Xbox leak during the FTC court case.
Okay.
That had Oblivion remake on that. That was about 2 years ago. It seems like it's more or less confirmed. Everyone says it's happening, but we don't know if it's going to be shown today or not.
Right.
That seems like the most likely. But then there's also a rumor that there's a Japanese fame. I forgot what they said exactly. It was something like a new entry in a famed Japanese series.
Okay.
So
well, that's quite open-ended. That could be anything.
It could be Resident Evil. Could be Final Fantasy.
It's not going to be the game that cannot be mentioned.
It'd be so funny if it is, though, because then Spencer and Davey have missed out big time. It would be hilarious, but I doubt it. No,
they would never choose to do it at an Xbox developer direct. That would be ridiculous.
It'd be hilarious. The one I think is most likely, I think, is probably a new Ninja Gaiden. I think that's the most likely of the rumored games I've heard, which would be sick. I would love a new because Ninja Gaiden Black, the original, was like was a big Xbox exclusive for the original Xbox. Yeah. So it's likely that might be a thing as well.
So our friend in the chat said he started listening to the podcast in episode 10 or 11, so years at this point. Kind of part of my fortnight schedule. I need to defo get more involved in the pod for sure. Yeah, 100%. So we don't really stream or do much of kind of live stuff. No. It tends to be when there's like directs or, little shows or any kind of announcements we tend to do kind of reacts. But the Xbox one had loads of views, so I'm kind of hoping this one goes the same way. But unfortunately, Spencer and Davey are both busy at the moment. So we're going to be recording a little bit later to do our predictions for the year and do our Fantasy League, aren't we, Lewis? Which will be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
which Davey's going to be joining us on that one. But it's just me and you. Going back to back on this one, which would be good.
Yeah, it should be good, yeah. Bit of a crossover. PS3 Trust X marks the box like cross. I'm looking forward to this direct. The first two of these have been really good.
Yeah.
The last 2 years, so fingers crossed we're gonna get something decent here. This is where we got Hi-Fi Rush the first year, and but then also they showed Redfall the first year, so maybe not the best example. Indiana Jones looked. It was the first time we really saw Indiana Jones last year as well. So that was really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I can't wait for that to come to PlayStation. Actually, I'm really excited for that one.
Average Gang Zane says the Fantasy League is usually hilarious. Yeah, it is. I love the Fantasy League. That's like my favorite. One of my favorite things to do is the Fantasy League. It's so much fun. It's so much banter out of it as well.
Well, I love fantasy football, right? I'm a big fantasy football fan. So as you know, because I beat you every year that we play it, even though apparently you know a lot about football. Sportsman United, so that tells the tale. Unfortunately, Glory Hunter back in the 90s. When you were young, growing up.
If I was a Glory Hunter, I would have stopped supporting them by now.
Yeah, you probably should have switched to Man City and then this season switched to Liverpool. But, I think we would see through that. But yeah, the Fantasy League's well fun. I love it.
Yeah. The fantasy football, my issue is I never want to have Liverpool players because I'm like out of principle, and it's like, well, that defines the game. It's like, no, because of my tribalism, I don't want to. I say that now.
Hey, you said it.
My team,
you said it. You have to have Salah. Yeah.
You have to. I had Haaland for ages, and then I just gave up at the end. It's like, all right, I better just swap him out.
Well, Haaland's back now. He's got his 9-year contract with City, so I'm expecting him to be very good.
He's going to have a lot of fun when he's in the National League after they get relegated for their 115 charges. He's going to have a lot of fun down there.
Oh, yeah. Imagine. I can't imagine.
Could you imagine Haaland in the National League? That'd be so funny.
They'll all have release clauses. So if City went down for whatever reason, which they won't, and I could never see that happening, literally all the players would just leave because they would have that written into their contracts. So Matheus Cunha, the Wolves striker, it looks like he's either going to, or he was possibly going to Nottingham Forest, and part of what the agreement was that if Nottingham Forest ever get relegated, like he would have a release, or I think it was his renewal contract actually with Wolves that he was trying to get in place, that if they got relegated, he could leave straight away. So they'll all have that type of stuff anyway. No player in the Premiership wants to go down unless they're like a fringe player,
Like Vardy. Like, that's the only one I can really think of who really stuck it out.
Vardy's, he's a different animal, man.
He's been in all the leagues,
Yeah, he's... I like Vardy a lot. The amount of Red Bull that guy drinks, and then he comes on and just smashes in the goals, right? Maybe we should do a football podcast. It's easy to talk about
We
football.
should do a football podcast. It would be good. Like, what was it? Both Reds or enemies or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. You've got to have the fact that we're
there we go.
opposite sides of
our average gang's aim, right? He's into football as well. Yeah, it was Cunha's release clause for Wolves, wasn't it? Yeah, that he was going to sign.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened with Cunha, actually. I don't know if he's...
Yeah.
Is he? I thought someone said he was going to go to Leipzig.
Ooh,
I don't know. He's never going to stay at Wolves. He's way too good for Wolves. He bangs in the goals, mate. He's an incredible player.
Oh man, you could do with him. We could do with quite a lot of players, to be fair.
I thought he'd go to Arsenal, personally, because Arsenal need a striker. And Cunha's like, outside him and Isak, like, who's actually on form when it comes to strikers? No one.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
Was it Muamba? Is it Mumba from Brentford? He's quite good. He's been doing quite well for Brentford. He had scored 5 games in a row. And then there's also
But he's not a striker.
Well.
So Mbomo.
He's midfield, isn't he?
Midfielder. Yeah, he's not a striker.
And then Wood had a good run, but I think he's kind of tailed off a little bit. But yeah.
Brentford's striker is called Wisser, and he looks as if he's
Wisser.
Yeah, he looks as if he's going to be moving as well.
Yeah, Man U. Hey,
you never know.
Welcome to the football we've had podcast, guys. Sorry, yeah, we do talk about video games, but it's it's the only time we ever really get to chat is when we're on the podcast. To be fair, or reacting. So.
Well, we haven't got anything to talk about with Xbox, have we? Because it's a bit boring. So we'll talk about different subjects. We'll talk about football instead, right?
Lifelong Reds. That'd be a good podcast name. Something like that.
I'm going to be right back. I'm
going
to be right back. So I just want to fill my Stanley Cup up with water. So I'll leave you with the chat for 2 seconds, if that's all right.
Chat.
But I'll be back before this starts.
You got 1 minute and 40 seconds. Run, Phil. Run. Chris Wood. Yeah, Wisser. Yeah. Chris Wood and Wisser. Yeah, they're the players that are on form at the moment. Chris Wood's kind of fallen off a cliff a little bit recently, but he's still Nottingham Forest. I'm really hoping for a Nottingham Forest miracle run to the league. I'm really hoping. What team do you support, Average Gang Zane? Are you a Liverpool fan like Phil? I'm United, so boo.
Right, I'm back.
Yeah. Do you know what team he supports? Average Gang. I'm trying to find out what team he supports. I'm curious. Our one listener.
I don't think he supports a Premiership team.
Okay.
When we spoke in the past, it's not Premiership, but everyone watches the Premiership, right?
Yeah. I mean, my local team's Cardiff as well, so I always have a.
He supports QPR.
QPR.
And he is right as well. That Delap from Ipswich. He's a great player. I reckon he's a future England striker for sure.
Delap. Yeah, I remember Delap. I just added him to my fantasy team.
He's not. I don't think he's on form, is he?
He's like my backup striker, though. Isaac's my main one. Anyway, we've got 15 seconds. Any final predictions?
Your backup striker should be João Pedro. But anyway, on to Xbox, right? I don't know. You're the expert. Expert on Xbox, not me.
So we might get Oblivion, we might get Ninja Gaiden, we might get Resident Evil, which would be hilarious.
Definitely
I doubt
not.
It, it'd be hilarious.
Definitely not. Here we
All
go.
games are about to show in development and not represent final product. All games are
Day one
on Game Pass.
There we go. You love that, don't you?
I do love a good bit of game. Game one? What? Day one.
Enjoy the show. Here we go. Presentation's nice. It's slick so far. I know it's only
Nice
words
and
on a page, but it looks great.
Oh, US and Canada. I don't know if you got the same link as me.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching it on YouTube, so we should be the same.
4K developers event direct on the Xbox channel. So.
Correct. Same.
Oh, that's a lot of 18s. Oh, because it's Doom, innit? Obviously.
You never know. Right. So we're going to get some behind the scenes with the developers then. Yeah. There we go. So it's studio, isn't
it?
It?
Yeah. They show all of them at the beginning usually. 4 games.
Okay.
Are we going to get a 5th or a 6th? That's the question.
One more thing, right?
4 studios, yeah. Usually they show 2 of them, then they show the secret game, and then they show the last 2.
Right.
Straight from the devs. It's usually in the middle, the surprise.
Well, I need you to be a super sleuth and understand and work out which is the secret studio, because all I'm seeing is id at the moment, and I think this is all id.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's it.
All the stuff in the background is Doom.
Did.
So yeah.
That's a guy. That's Doom.
And they're sponsored by HyperX. I can see all their headphones.
Yeah.
Good looking bunch, aren't they?
Whoop. He's the guy as well. You can tell by shit.
There we go.
Secretly, it's just a Doom direct. They've tricked us.
That's what it
Just
feels
Doom.
like. Oh, there we go.
Doom's the best. What's
Loading.
this? Loading.
Please stand by. Oh, it's an X. Oh, we're starting off with this one.
Ooh.
What could this be?
Game Studio.
Flight sim?
Oh, this Ninja Gaiden has got to be. This is Bandai Namco, isn't it?
Have you predicted
It's
it?
interesting. Or Dead or Alive, which would be hilarious.
Team Ninja?
Team Ninja. Team Ninja.
Any ideas, Lewis?
What's Team Ninja make? Is it Ninja Gaiden? It's got to be Ninja Gaiden. It's Ninja Gaiden or Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive would be a bit of an anticlimax. Koei Techno.
Just turn up this a little
Announced
bit.
flagship action series.
早速ですがこちらをご覧ください
Without further ado, please take a look.
Here we go.
Please be Ninja Gaiden. Please be Ninja
Several
Gaiden.
years ago,
I'm gonna be so hyped.
the Dark Dragon, youngest
Oh, it
of
looks
the
good.
Divine Dragon gods, wreaked havoc
Fine
across
Dragon
the world.
Gods.
Oh, I like the
The
aesthetics.
plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a soul ninja.
Oh, you're right. Soul Ninja.
The Dark
Oh, yeah.
Dragon's husk
Hell
ground,
yeah.
the
Hell yeah, let's go.
fell an endless downpour of
I said
crucible.
Ninja Gaiden earlier, didn't I?
You did.
The abandoned
Good guess, man.
world continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Unless
Yes.
it's called something else these days, but it looks like you're on the money
Metal
here.
Gear Solid. Platinum. Metal Gear.
Oh, sick.
Oh, sick. Yeah, this is definitely Ninja Gaiden. Oh, I'm so excited for this. And it's coming to Game Pass Day 1, because that's what it said at the beginning, right?
Yeah, well, they're all are for
Oh,
you.
nice.
So you don't have to pay a penny, apart from your subscription. So these developers won't be getting a lot of money for this game they've created.
I'm sure Nintendo Xbox will pay him kindly, I'm sure. Plus, I'm sure this is not an exclusive. I'm sure this is going to be on PlayStation as well for you guys.
Well, everything comes to PlayStation afterwards, so...
But this is a third-party game, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's going to be, you know...
This is the type of game
this
I'd
looks so
enjoy.
cool.
It looks very Devil May Cry in kind of
It
the
does.
combat, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, people who are like older, I guess. It's like a
Whoa,
Ninja
whoa, whoa.
Gaiden. I like me then. All right. Ninja Gaiden used to be like what people used to like. You know, people go, "Oh, this is like as hard as Dark Souls." Growing
Is
up,
it?
it used to be
Don't
this
think
as
it
hard
is.
as Ninja Gaiden.
All games were hard back in the day. They were much
I
harder
know, but
than
everyone,
modern games.
Ninja Gaiden was the highest level of hard games back
Yeah.
in the day. This was the old Dark Souls. Dark Souls for old folks like me.
Don't you think it's weird that the in-game stuff looks better than the CG stuff?
Yes.
Like,
this looks so good.
In-game it looks cool, right? But when it's zoomed
So
out
hype.
and it, like this bit, it doesn't look great. Like, that doesn't look cool. That just looks as if that's unfinished to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it isn't finished. It did say it's still better than Ninja Gaiden 4.
I'm just pointing out what my feelings are. Otherwise, it
Whoa,
won't
it
be
looks so realistic.
it won't be much of a react if I don't say anything, Lewis.
最強の忍者となり最初のことを来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング
No, but the game looks good. Like in game looks real good.
させていただきました
I mean,
Which
the
is weird.
graphics-
Which is weird because it's usually the other way. It's usually like the graphics look good with the CG stuff, and then the game's always unpolished. But the game actually looks real good.
The game looks fun, but it doesn't look the most graphically impressive game. I mean, I would say Stellar Blade probably looks better graphically, but I think gameplay-wise, it looks like a lot of fun.
Well, whenever I watch an Xbox Direct, I always expect like a drop in quality.
Meow. She's a bit more anime now. She's got his anime hair now.
I like that. Like that doesn't look good, does it? That looks last gen to me.
Oh, it's gonna be fun to play. So I don't
In
really
game,
care.
I think looks good.
竜ハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか本作の物語の中で展開していきます
Do you think this is big enough for a secret game to get everyone excited, though, Lewis?
For me, it is. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about everyone else. I'm happy.
Well, we purposely haven't got the stream chat on for the actual Xbox, purely because it has spoil our reactions and, you know, might influence us slightly. So it's purely us just watching the video at the moment.
I was using it for the chat. Sorry.
I think I'm excited about this.
I'm very excited. It looks really good. I mean, I've been really wanting to play Stellar Blade for like the last couple of weeks. But if this is out fairly soon, I might just wait for this. The price of Stellar Blade hasn't really gone down on the PlayStation Store, so I've been waiting for it to go down in price before I buy it.
Well, Stellar Blade's a very different game to this. This looks like much more towards the action end of it.
Yeah,
as opposed to Stellar Blade. But I can see the comparison slightly.
I just been craving a hack and slash type game.
Yeah.
This looks cool. I'm really excited for this. This could be fun. So, I wonder if we're going to get anything else as a secret thing now.
Oh, verticality?
They don't usually give you the secret thing straight at the beginning, so...
Yeah, but is it big enough to be something that comes at the end? I don't think so. Over something like Doom? Everyone's here for Doom, though. You know.
That's true. But I'm just saying, I wonder if we're going to still see Oblivion remake or something else in the middle, like another secret game.
Yeah.
So they usually have 6 games, and they only got 5 this time.
Possibly.
4.
Possibly.
So, let's see.
But yeah, I think that's a hype first game. I do.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's made by Platinum as well. They're usually really good when it comes to hack and slash type games.
Yeah.
Bit of Bayonetta. I haven't really been reading what they're reading. I've just been looking at the gameplay. I haven't actually been reading any of the subtitles. Anything I've missed out? Master Ninja of the Next Generation. So it's kind of like a cyberpunk-y kind of art style to it.
I'd agree.
Kind of, yeah, it's not like ancient Japan, like which is good because I kind of. It's funny because like ancient Japan's kind of almost become like a cliche now with the last couple of years.
There's been too much ancient Japan stuff.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I quite like that they've taken this to a new, a new time zone and done the more modern twist on it. I'm kind of fed up of like Rise of the Ronin, Ghost of Tsushima kind of styles. But
I mean, I'm excited for Ghost of Yotai, but yeah, I agree.
But that one, Ghost of Yotai and Ghost of Tsushima, that's the master of that genre, isn't it? Outside that, it's all people kind of copying. It doesn't feel as authentic. But this being modern, I think it's a good choice.
When do we think this is coming out? That's the big question. And it's out right now.
Yeah, you'd have to drop.
But I doubt it. Yeah, I'll be like, bye! I'll just call work tomorrow. I'm sick. Come in. Of course, there are also intense one-on-one battles. Enemies guard and block, just like the player. Oh man.
Okay, chat is saying September is coming out. So they might have been reading the commentary a little bit more than us.
Oh, yeah. I usually just wait for the end. It usually says at the end of the splash screen what update is, but... Chat, well done. If you've got the thing right, well done. Now the question is anyone picking this up for the fantasy draft?
Well, I wouldn't like to give away my cards, Lewis, when it comes to fantasy draft.
Stay tuned for the fantasy draft coming next week or whatever on OPS.
Yeah. He says September's his guess. I think because it's an Xbox game, it'll probably get delayed. So 2026.
Just bitch. Such a bitch.
So no, Lewis, I won't be putting it in my fantasy league. Not this year.
No.
Maybe next year. Year after, maybe.
March?
Oh, you think it's going to be early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not though, because the rumor is Doomsday. We already know about February. So, and
Expedition 33 is meant to be summer. That's what I've got in my notes.
Yeah. Also, Xbox don't like to put stuff in the beginning of the year. They forget the first 6 months of the year exist. So I'm actually probably wrong about that.
But bro, none of the dates matter, right? Because of GTA. As soon as GTA says a date, then everyone's going to move out of the way, regardless of what game it is. So I think you'll find this year that a lot of people are probably not going to give dates.
That's a good point.
And then they'll just move everything and they'll announce it after GTA. Because you would never want to, you know, even this game, right, that's completely different to something like a GTA, it doesn't want to be anywhere close to it because it just won't get any eyes.
I can't see GTA coming out this year, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to put me off the Fantasy League, aren't you? Yeah, I can't see it coming out. No.
You got me. I actually don't know.
You're doing a Spencer,
usually-
just being proper negative about Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
I'm very excited for Grand Theft Auto. I think if they need another 6 months, they'll take it. Because I know what they're just,
Of course.
that's kind of company they are.
Yeah, but the way it's ramping up, it's ready, you know.
Yeah, I hope so. This year is going to be sick. This year is so good.
Yeah.
This guy looks great.
This year is going to be insane. Like, just the amount of games that we have.
Fall 2025, it said.
Oh, it does say 2025? Okay, fall.
Fall.
That's the promise, okay? So we'll see.
So may not come out this year.
One more thing that we're excited to announce. Oh,
What's that mean?
take a look.
Whoa. We can't announce more than one game.
Is it a different game?
Is it Dead or Alive?
No, it's the original, isn't it? Remade.
Oh, it's remade. I'll buy the remake.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Called it.
100%, isn't it? Not that I'm the biggest Ninja Gaiden fan, but
It looks like the original.
I'm assuming.
If this is out today, the originals, I'm downloading it as soon as we finish streaming.
Hell, yeah, I would play this game.
This looks better than the one we just saw. What's going on?
No, I like the setting of the more modern one in 4.
It's been too long since we've had a good Ninja Gaiden. I'm so glad it's back, baby. I'm so excited. This year is insane.
I do worry about the gameplay with, you know, these types of games because they haven't really adapted.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, they're still kind of the same as they were. Yeah, it's the original. Well, number 2 anyway, right? Yeah. Black. Great. So you probably assume Ninja Gaiden 2 was the best one.
Yeah. I think they lost the code for the original game, if I remember. I think I heard that online. They lost the code.
They lost the code.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to lose the bloody code, but apparently, yeah. So you need to make it from scratch if they ever release. Unreal Engine 5. Cool. It's out today.
It's funny that chat refers to Ryu, who's the ninja in this, right? On his motorbike, stealing Cloud's whole flow. Every time I see someone, like, on a bike, all I can think of is, like, you know, like Akira? Have you seen Akira?
Yeah,
where he kind of, like, skids round? Everyone does that. Yeah. It's the Akira skid, right?
The Akira skid. It's like, yeah. I think they just said it's out today.
Okay.
I think that's what they just said.
Get on it, bro.
Maybe I'm just being too optimistic.
Yeah.
Thank you. Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu. Let's have, you know, let's understand a little bit about Japanese. You're referring to an elder, someone in a higher position than yourself.
You could go tell him thank you for me when you go see him.
Yeah, that's where I'm off. Yeah. Ninja Gaiden 4, nice.
2.
Okay, so this is south of midnight.
South
okay.
of midnight.
So begin your hate for Hazel.
Woman.
Yeah. I bet it's all women developers as well, isn't it?
Oh, it's another one.
Oh, it's a black woman as well, Lewis. Oh, even worse.
Well, shut up. I love women. Don't take it.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada.
See, when I say I love women, it sounds like I'm overcompensating. So now I can't win.
Can't win either way.
From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history we have
contrast.
So when we say they're French, they're actually Canadian. French-Canadian. From Montreal.
The French game's the other game.
Yeah. Our third-person action-adventure game.
These are Canadian.
Yeah. But they're French-Canadian.
Yeah. Even though they do the Deep South game, even though they're French-Canadian.
With a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of
Told you it was Hazel, didn't I?
It's the macabre elements,
doing your research.
Life creatures that will leave a mark.
It looks cool though, to be fair. Oof. That crocodile's scary, I don't like it. I wonder if this is going to be. I wonder if everything they show today is going to be like first half of the year.
I doubt it, mate. You got 4 games. They're going to do it every quarter. They should do anyway.
Because the Fable's supposed to be coming out this year as well, but they haven't mentioned it, which is, you know.
Oh, why wasn't that one of your predictions?
You want to bring this up right now?
Because we already know about it. They said there's a new game they're showing. So.
I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else. Hazel.
I do feel like this stop motion kind of graphics is getting quite popular. You know, Kojima coming out and doing Dolman. Obviously, he's sort of stop motion, and now we're seeing it within this game.
Yeah, taking Dolman and just making a whole game out of it.
Pretty much. They're like, that's cool. Yeah.
Kojima, that's doing this. We're going to steal it.
I would, if I was a game dev.
Oh yeah, it's the weaving thing. I don't know how that works. Ooh.
Weaving.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver.
So many women.
So beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality.
Wow.
The grand tapestry.
No, don't prick your finger on that, love. You know what happens when that happens.
I was just thinking the same thing. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her
I'll be honest, this game ain't for me. It looks alright. Nah.
Is it because it's a woman? Or is it the actual game?
It's nothing to do with being a woman. Just nothing about it really grabs me personally. I don't have any affinity. I don't have any affinity when it comes to like southern folklore or knowledge or.
No, I suppose not. No. But I like to try different things out, and it's just like I've never played a game like this, so I'd like to try it at least.
Yeah.
I've never seen a game quite like this, so.
Well, single-player women narrative game, right up your street, right?
I mean, that seems like
over the shoulder.
Right there.
Yeah.
That just seems like a PlayStation game right there.
Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting.
You know, you got this to play for all the PlayStation games to be cancelled this year. At least you got this to play.
Her powers surround
Her magic
and relate to
manifest
craft.
with supernatural lace-like patterns,
Crafted.
blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel
Wind
engages
Waker.
with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help
Wall
Hazel
running.
progress on a journey.
Confirmed.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master.
I mean,
parkour.
outside that aesthetic of the stop motion, I haven't seen much that's appealing to me.
And confront
I might be completely wrong. This might be a 90%, but for me, it's a bit of a miss, unfortunately.
To different enemy archetypes known as ain'ts. The manifestations of corruption.
I think the gameplay is kind of like Devil May Cry, like we were talking about earlier. It's like hack and slash. Yeah, the fighting bit anyway. And then you got to traverse between battle zones.
So Devil May Cry is famous for its combos, alright?
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
really
haven't
look.
seen any combos.
Doesn't
No,
really
that's
look
true.
like that to me.
For example, the slug burrows on the
Well, the
ground
gameplay they showed before.
unleash strikes from afar.
It's like you have like zone, like what's it called, like arenas, where you fight people. which
Yeah,
always
they have
reminds
that
me
in
of, like,
loads of
Devil May Cry.
games.
With agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos.
Okay, powerful combos. All right.
Combos!
Maybe
You
I'm
said
wrong.
Combos!
But unfortunately, this was not for me.
Can backfire because ain'ts have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering
Good
the
thing about
magical
Game
skills
Pass is that
become
I
the
can
key
just
to
try it.
gaining the
If
upper
I
hand
like
in
it,
combat.
it's great. If I don't like it, then I haven't
Push,
wasted my
pull,
money.
and weave. Also,
Just your
spells
time
at your
and your
disposal
life.
that give you a tactical
Alright.
advantage during
Jesus.
For distant enemies close to start melee combos,
We've had a lot going on in chat. If you want to read some out, Lewis.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, you've not?
No.
So we're saying that We Happy Few was trash. I never played it. Visually, I thought it was cool.
I never played it either, but I heard it was trash. Yeah. It looked great though.
I think it was one of those games, though, that I probably would have enjoyed. I don't know why. There was something about it that I quite liked, so I would have given it a little bit more of a chance.
It gave me like a Bioshock kind of vibe to it, but then it never really,
I agree.
never kind of hit that level.
A bit like Atomic Heart kind of
Yes.
quirkiness to it. And I love Atomic Heart. Yeah. Which Atomic Heart no one liked. I liked it. No one else liked
You're
it.
the only one in the world who
Yeah,
liked it.
yeah.
which areas to prioritize.
And they're saying that this looks boring. Primal 2025. Would rather play Primal, and I've had the opportunity for 20 years. Legit. And the protagonist was more interesting.
The combat system is
Primal?
fast
Must be
and
another
responsive.
game, man.
Built around
I've never
chain
heard of Primal.
attacks,
Google it.
side
Let me know what that
strikes,
is.
and unraveling
I will go play
enemies.
Primal.
mind if I take a look around?
I'm gonna
This
give it a chance.
this looks cool. Like, I'm okay with this. This part of it.
Yeah.
In Hazel's search for her mother,
I wanted to give it a
you'll explore
chance.
multiple regions,
If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. You know.
Well, I mean, when you log on to the Xbox, well, if you've only got 4 options and you've got a year to play them, you're going to play them all, aren't you?
It's funny coming from you, where PlayStation's literally just cancelled all their games. Literally no games coming for PlayStation.
which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience.
We'll see what happens when we do our predictions. See how many PlayStation games are in that list.
What kind of person would do that?
Although TLDR, I think most of the picks are going to be bloody Nintendo.
I think Nintendo is literally going to run away with this year, apart from maybe Grand Theft Auto.
It's just always popular just because the amount of people that play it, because you've got the kids, right?
Yeah.
Don't mean they're good games.
There's damn kids. There's damn kids on TikTok and their Nintendos. Hi, TikTok.
Also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic.
When we watched this the first time through, Davey really liked this one, didn't he?
Yeah.
If I remember rightly.
But then Davey loves weird things like this, doesn't he, to be fair?
I think he's more willing to give things a chance than me when it comes to gaming.
Yeah.
But I think that's age.
He loves his woke crap.
I'm not sure about that, but
That's a joke.
I just to defend him, seeing as he's not here. But I think he gives things a lot more chance than I do. I'm very much like, if I like it, I'm in. If I don't, then I haven't got any time, right? I've got limited time anyway.
From abysmal
You know, and I've got too many games to play, so something like this just won't be on my radar for 2025ve. Have we got a release date for this, Lewis?
No, I haven't seen one yet. Well, I was going to say, like, last year I played 29 games, I think, maybe more than that. I think this year I want to try and just play the games I want to play instead of just trying to play everything.
Yeah.
So if I don't like this game, I'm gonna I'll probably play it for give it half hour. If it doesn't grab me, I'll probably move on. But yeah.
Which are said to ward off evil spirits.
I think that's my problem, is I dabble too much in multiple games. I have all the consoles, and then like I'll play a game for like 2-3 hours, like it, and then I'll end up playing something else. So you know.
Yeah, you are a dabbler, aren't you?
I need to kind of focus on 1 or 2 games and like zone in.
This part of the river's filthy with them.
Like, I like this. I think this part's cool. Artistically, it looks cool. I'm giving it that.
But this time we're using
artistically, give it a 9 or a 10. Gameplay, not excited yet.
I wouldn't give it a 10.
6 or 7. Alright, 8 or 9.
Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation.
Gameplay, I would say 6 or 7 so far.
Reimagine these creatures and their stories.
You'd probably expect though, like Southern folklore, it's going to be weird as fuck, and it looks that way.
Yeah.
And like being, you know, from the UK, you would have never come across Southern folklore. I've never, anyway. So I know nothing when in that world. So it's all going to be new, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a game coming out in a couple of months called Atomfall, which looks like British, old-fashioned British stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll be like the opposite. Like, we'll get all those references, but the Americans won't get them. Did it just say April 8th?
Xbox and Steam. There we go.
It's always on Steam.
April 8th.
April 8th? Wow,
pre-order
that's
today.
soon.
You won't need to pre-order.
So,
right, let's look at
February,
Sandfall.
That's April.
Let's look at Expedition 33.
Expedition 33, baby.
So this is the AAA role-playing game. Sandfall, who are the French developers. And then Kelper Interactive is the publisher. Apparently summer 2025. And this is going to be like Final Fantasy or Persona in the UE5 engine. And it's a turn-based RPG that includes real-time aspects, such as quick-time events and timing-based actions both in offense and defense. So, looks interesting.
Sorry. Got excited by the dog being on screen.
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33.
Looks good. I'm excited for it. This is, I think, one of the most anticipated games of your viewers.
Here we are.
Like,
it was up there.
2 or 3 of your viewers all mentioned that this is their most wanted game, or one of them.
Yeah, Lurian and Maloon, they both really like this game. And I think it came in from J-Rod as well, actually. He was so into this game. I like
really cool, but I'm not
I knew I needed help.
I'm not gonna dedicate myself to that until I see reviews and stuff.
I think it's
there's so many.
You and I started trading right away.
No, it's fine. You carry on talking.
I was gonna say there's so many games I've seen like this in the past, and the trailers and stuff have been really good, and then the game comes out, and it's like, oh yeah, it's broken, 4 out of 10, it doesn't work, blah blah blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna. I want to see what the actual like previews and stuff say when it's actually closer to launch. You know?
It looks good. I think when it comes to these RPGs, though, it's very easy to make them look really, really fucking good. You know, because the combat is slow. It's an old idea, and it's just got a really nice skin on it. Because ultimately, the genre really hasn't moved on, in my opinion, since, you know, Final Fantasy VII, right? Those sort of games, or even the originals, right? Okay, the originals were like, you know, top down, but as soon as you got into the 3D aspects, like, what else are you doing with this genre? Like, turn-based strategy is always going to be the same, with just a really nice skin. And this looks really nice, but it's just the story that they need to craft around it, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you just said. That's why it looks like Persona, because Persona's kind of the peak of turn-based strategy, isn't it, at the moment?
Well, there's not enough in that genre. You know, outside Final Fantasy and Persona, like, what else is...
probably as well.
I wouldn't count. Well, would you count that?
It's kind of its own thing.
Yeah, Pokemon's its own thing. Like, it's similar.
Turn-based RPG, but yeah. But this looks interesting. I'm excited to try it. Like, Metaphor Fantasia was one of my favourite games last year, so definitely give it a shot. Only issue with that is that I played Persona 3 Reload, Metaphor Fantasia, when I haven't finished either of them, because they're both very, very long games. And if this is like 100 hours, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it.
This game's going to be massive. Yeah, it's obvious, right? These games can't be short. You know.
It's true.
I used to love these type of games back on PS1. Like, I used to like a game called like Wild Arms. Did you ever play Wild Arms?
Yes.
Loved Wild Arms. So I got really invested in that. For whatever reason, I didn't really get into Final Fantasy. I got more into Wild Arms. So I backed the wrong horse in that race. But I haven't really played like a modern version of these.
Playing Final Fantasy. I play Wild Arms, bro.
I haven't played a modern version of a turn-based strategy kind of game. I know Davey really likes Final Fantasy and he gushes over it. Like, you can't shut him up on the podcast about Final Fantasy. So this one might be more up his, you know, arsehole than me. I'm probably, again, a little bit of a mess. I think Ninja Gaiden looked great, but South of Midnight and Expedition 33, not really the types of games that I would enjoy. This one looks a lot better. This one does.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll give it a try. So this isn't a JRPG because it's made in France. Would this be an FRPG?
Maybe.
French role-playing game? France! Viva la France!
I think a lot of people are going to like this game.
It seems really popular. Everyone seems to be really into it. Like, the Xbox Direct last year, the one you reacted to, the Summer Direct, was stacked. And this was one of the games that people really felt like really went after. Even though there was some really good stuff shown, this was the game that everyone was like, ooh, do you remember that Obscura's Expedition 33? And they were all talking about this, even though we saw like some really good stuff in that Direct.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't remember it from that Direct at all. It didn't stand out to me at the time. But when we did the Stinky or Slaps on the last show, we had so many other listeners that came in and were like, this is the game. This is a game, right? This is a game to look out for. So I obviously went away and like researched it again and found out a bit more about it. And yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I do remember this game. Yeah. Wild.
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions.
Okay, that's very wacky. That's very the music. Was it the sax solo all of a sudden?
Saxophones are cool.
Seems out of tone.
You'll meet Monoko and many other gestuals across the game.
I mean, JRPGs or FRPGs, I guess. They usually have some kind of silly element to them as well. They try and be serious, but they always have some kind of silliness to them as well.
Yeah.
be your mount.
Here we
and
go.
help you travel to secret
What
corners
the
of the
hell?
world.
So this is going to be all the weird side quests, right?
So this is your mount.
Yeah, that
The
Davey's
giant clown thing.
Davey's a massive fan of.
Yeah.
Everyone has
Yeah,
their
he
own
absolutely
reason
hated
for
the
joining the
latest Final
expedition,
Fantasy, didn't
and
he?
each of them has their own story
So
arc
these
and
are the
resolution
characters.
that we think
So you have like
players will really connect to.
lightsabers, sort of, but like yellow ones.
Hmm.
I
In
don't
addition
know.
to a strong
Energy
narrative,
source.
we had a clear vision for our own take
Yeah.
on the genre's core gameplay.
Okay.
Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle
Reactive
mechanic we
turn-based,
love
okay.
and adds real-time reaction.
Oh, quick time events.
Oh, quick time events added.
Another
That's what I
element
was
in
missing.
gaming which I absolutely hate.
I agree.
Brilliant.
That's what we needed.
Yeah.
Balancing turn-based with
Period is
real-time
satisfying when you
mechanics
do it
took
properly,
a
though,
long
to be
time to
fair.
get right. During initial playtests,
Quick time
best players
events
often
in
found the
time-based
real-time elements
action,
too hard.
apparently.
Some
That's how
of
they're
us
selling
are
it.
still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up.
It was too hard before, now we made it super easy. Alright, sounds good to me.
And others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways.
It's a good looking game. I gotta give it
customizing
that.
character.
It looks good.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that
Loon?
everyone can have fun with
The
how
name
they
is
play the
Loon.
game.
Gustav.
Each character has a unique
That's very
mechanic.
French.
Male switches between
Gustav.
senses which can
Yeah.
alternately
Just
boost defense
Gustav.
or power. I personally like to make Mal the protector of the group, but I'm pretty
Is,
much the only one at the studio
Perry?
who plays her that way. Most people play her
Jock?
as a glass cannon.
Is that his actual name?
That's
Shock.
complementary
No, I just made the last bit.
Oh, right.
Characters can also equip
Well,
hundreds
I've got
of
a
passive
French friend
effects,
called
which in our
Francois.
game are
I think
called
that's
limit.
like wild because his name is actually
Every
Francois.
character has more than
He's
20
French.
unique
Yeah,
skills in their skill
It's really on the
This guy is
nose.
Gustav.
hundreds of
Yeah.
passive effects.
Cyril
They can gain
Ba-
through
Bali.
mana and weapons. So there are
Good,
tons of
okay.
games and playstyle to explore. Needless to say,
There's lots of
we
waifus
can't
for
wait to see
Spencer
how
as
you
well.
choose to play
I'm sure you'll
and what
enjoy
kinds
that.
of build you'll
Spencer,
design
I don't think he's got the
probably
time for this
never
game.
even imagined.
I'd say this is a Davey game. Again.
This, yeah. And I'll probably try it because it's on Game Pass. But I don't know if I'm going to finish it because if it's like 600 hours, I'm going to give up.
I was really excited to design something.
Oui, French fantasy.
Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic.
I love you got the
grungy, and
is it,
pointless.
what's it,
It's basically a bazaar.
music thing, of course, called
Accordion.
Chaos everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta love the accordion in the background. It's like, oh yeah, that's French.
It's just, yeah, it's so typical, isn't it?
I don't
know, it's big in Eastern Europe as well, like Turkey and things they use it a lot, but yeah, sounds very French.
Gestural Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box.
Okay.
With two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger.
Right, okay.
With traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in.
Cozy? I wouldn't say this
Same
is
process
cozy,
with the
but okay.
characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought
This
of a
this
monkey
is
like
nearly
body
finished,
with
right?
White fur with a
It's
black
coming.
so.
If it's coming out in summer,
ladies.
Yeah.
it can't be
Oh, I
too
thought you
much
meant the
more.
direct.
No. The actual game. It looks done. You know, we were just saying that Ninja Gaiden obviously needed a little bit more work. South of Midnight probably didn't, you know, sing to the levels we were expecting. But this one looks done, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like look at the, you know, CG looks great, gameplay looks great.
Maybe I was right. Maybe it is all going to be first half.
I think this will be early. Yeah.
A completely 3D and navigable world map.
Because Doom's supposed to be May as well, so you know.
There you go.
Look at world map.
Challenge to create both artistically and technically.
The way you said it was like a big innovative thing. Yes, we have a world
Oh
map.
god, look how big the map is.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of
It's
side
going to be like another 90 hours of gaming.
If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore.
I want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but then I've still got like all these other JRPGs to get through third. And then Davey said it's bad, so I kind of trust Davey's judgment a little bit.
You could spend your life playing these games.
That's
I
why
know.
You know, unless it grabs you, I find it very difficult to spend that amount of time in a game.
April
You
24th.
know, it's a little different with like League and things like that, but like,
April 24th.
yeah, early then, yeah.
Xbox Game Pass.
Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
April 21st,
April 24th.
24th.
We
Yeah.
are super
Sick.
excited to invite you into the world of Expedition
Oh, wow.
33. We are a small, passionate team. It's our
Yeah,
debut
it's all
game.
first
We
half.
can't wait for
It
you
looks
to
good.
discover our
It does
story,
look good.
Our world and our
So
take
maybe
on
they're
the
basically they're gonna get the slate cleared for June, for like June time when they're gonna have the big direct in June.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Tomorrow comes.
Viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
I don't know if that translates great into English, but tomorrow
Yeah, it
comes.
Ooh,
Here we go. Is what we were waiting for.
this is the end then, I guess. They're not showing anything else. Okay.
What time are we on? This, I don't know. I've been streaming a lot longer than this. There we go. That's
Yeah.
what I want. Bit of metal.
Well, it started at 6 and we're like 35 minutes in, so yeah, probably another 10 minutes and that's it, probably.
I bet if you were working in it, right, they've just got like metal blasting all day long. It'd be
All
sick.
day long,
I'd
yeah.
love to work there.
Hello,
Sounds
and
great.
welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person
I'm so
shooters.
excited for this.
A lot
Yeah,
has
I
changed
think a lot of
since
people
then,
are.
So good.
but our team is
Do you know this is like the
passionate as
8th
ever.
mainline
The
Doom?
most important values at
I
the
didn't know
core of
that.
our games,
Huh.
8 Doom
innovation,
games apparently they've made.
One,
and
two,
performance
See if you can
remain
name
a
them.
priority
Three.
for us to this day.
1, 2, 3.
And as
Yep.
you're about to see,
64.
those values are
Yep.
infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom
Eternal.
franchise.
Yep.
2016.
It is an
Yep.
honor to work
Lost
on this
count now.
game, to
You're missing
carry
one.
on its tradition of
Really? I'm
creating
missing one?
all-out,
Yeah, one Doom you're
groundbreaking
missing.
levels of fun. So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game
I don't know.
yet.
It's called Final
This
Doom,
is
and chat had it before
The
you.
Dark Ages.
Ah, Final Doom.
Yeah.
Mouthed the words.
I had it from Wikipedia earlier, but chat beat you.
Nice one, chat. Well done,
Here we
chat.
go. Quiet metal
Oh,
music.
let's go! I actually have Final Doom on Steam. I need to play it.
There we go.
I can't believe I got that. Sick. Oh, let's go! And it's out today. I'm like, ah!
In Doom the Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
I love that Doom is just this contradiction because you are the bad guy, just going in to fuck shit up. It's great.
I mean, we're the Doom Slayer, aren't we?
Yeah. This is a prequel to Doom 16. What? 2016.
If you're new to the franchise, then Doom the Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series.
I'm going to play this. I'm a long-time fan. IDKFD. IDDQD. Has the old school cheats for Doom.
Nice. They were saying this is going to be a bit more grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally what I was about to say. An iron tank, there you go.
But still fast.
Yeah.
Whoa.
A grounded
Let's
combat
go.
system with an emphasis on power over
Oof.
the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Oh, I can't wait.
And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again.
Oh, they're going to try monsters fighting in the background.
But it's not all about
So cool.
nostalgia. Innovation is the goal.
You've got to keep going in
For
Doom.
Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master.
Ooh.
Let me
It's a
introduce you
whole
to
new
the
world
Shield
we
Saw.
live in.
The Shield Saw. Okay, this looks
Oh.
sick. Oh man, he's Captain America. Let's go. I can do this all day.
Oh, this is so good.
As a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun.
2016 was
In
great.
Eternal, it was jump and shoot.
2016 was great.
And in Doom the Dark Ages,
Jump
you're gonna
and shoot.
stand and fight.
Oh, you got to stand and fight. Oh, okay.
Dad. Ooh. Use your shield.
Mate, Doom is always so like visceral. It just feels like I don't know what they do, but it just always feels like real, as if you're fucking getting it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
if you had one of those like chest things on that like hit you, it feels like that without one of those when you play Doom.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can feel it through the handset, can't you?
Like if they did, if
You got a flail?
the only-
What? Oh, I love this
That'd
gun.
be the only game I'd ever do that.
Check this
with.
gun out, where it shoots like skulls.
Bone.
Yeah, bone out of the skull.
So
All
good.
on one input, complete with combos and upgrades, and it's totally awesome.
Combo.
And you can finish the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out,
Amazing.
as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
Yeah, those in the previous couple of Dooms seemed a little staged, if you like.
Yeah.
But if they've upped
This is a bit more
those,
free.
yeah. I think they needed that because like once you played it, you'd seen them all quite quickly. Like there was quite a few, but like they would recycle quite often. Here we go. Here's the gun. Look at that.
The trigger.
Fucking
There's one more button we haven't
mental,
talked about.
It's like, oh, look at this.
This is like a metal album in video game form. That's
Yeah.
literally what Doom is, man. So fucking good.
Nice. Oh, I love the flail. Super shotgun.
Can't wait.
Brutal torture machines.
What is that called? That gun. Oh! You can impale things?
Sick.
There's the glory kill.
Nice.
Mate, this looks done. This looks great. It looks done as well. It looks done. This is going to be soon.
Let's go.
Yeah. They shouldn't make you wait for this game.
Gameplay footage and
Yeah.
see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environment.
Let's go.
To form the
gameplay
new
time.
combat
Let's
mode
go.
for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Oh, I'm going to download Eternal right now and play it in a minute. I need to get back and play through Eternal.
Yeah.
I've played that in ages. Such a good fucking game. Bye-bye.
This looks sick, man.
This looks so fucking good.
It's going back to like old school like gaming though, isn't it? Like they're not trying to do anything new here. They're just like, we've got this like gameplay loop that just works really, really well. We're gonna add a few like nuts and bolts. We're gonna make it look sick, and everyone's gonna love it.
This
Done.
is just like this is just primal. This is.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's just
Look at that.
our baser instinct,
Yeah.
like you know.
Yeah, exactly. A bit like Space Marine, you know? It was just like
Yeah,
an
man.
old game, but just mega fun, you know?
Exactly.
For the Asian gaming market, you know, we're going to go crazy over this.
Hell yeah.
And for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new
What's that
difficulty
mean?
system and sliders that will allow players to
Hey!
tune the speed and challenge of the game
Make it
to
easy.
whatever fits them best.
Oh, make it mega slow. Oh god, look at that.
Oh no.
Imagine a speed run with this game, bro.
We finally have.
Oh yeah, we got the mech.
We've been waiting for 2 games now to get in and pilot your very own.
What the fuck?
30-story Atlas, which is
They've
mech
got Gundams.
Yeah, Max, baby.
What the fuck?
Boom.
And if that wasn't enough,
Oh, what is this?
your very own
Oh, flying.
Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
Okay, as cool as that is, they might be doing too much here. What is this, man? Like, the mechs are stupid.
This might be blasphemy, but I'm more excited for this than Triumphant. This looks so good. I need it now.
What is good? I never think mechs like this is good in games. Do you? I never like it.
No.
But as much as I love mechs and I've got mechs behind me and I love Gundams, am I excited to play a Gundam game? No. Am I excited to have Gundams in Doom? Probably not.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but we'll have to see how they've implemented it.
I mean, playing a shooter is essentially you're playing as a mech in real life. Like you're controlling something.
No, mechs are always like slow and chunky, and it's just
No, but
never,
I'm saying,
never
in
feels
reality,
fun,
And
man.
then, what I'm saying is, playing a normal shooter, and that's what we're
Yeah.
doing in real life. We're controlling a thing, aren't we? with the
Yeah,
gun.
yeah,
And then playing a mech, you're controlling a thing inside a thing.
yeah. So chat is saying, you know, the mechs in Titanfall sucked, and I agree. That was never the fun part of Titanfall. The fun part was dodging around all the walls and dodging the mechs, right? Because it was just
that's
slow.
Why Apex is too popular.
Yeah.
Like Apex is Titanfall without the Titans.
Without the
Titans.
Titans, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why Gundam games are never good, right? It's cool that they're trying some in, but I don't know if that's going to be the best part. This is going to be the best part of the game. Look at it.
I always like when they break the gameplay up and it's not the same stuff.
I don't know.
For 100 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
It's never going to be 100 hours of this, bro.
Explore what
No,
is
that's
the
true.
largest play space ever in a Doom game. Discovering secret
Open
caves
world.
and dungeon-like mines in search
Did you
of
play
vital
Bolt's gun?
resources.
I played a little bit of Boltgun. Yeah, the game's fun.
It's really
very
good.
Old, it's very retro. Doom.
Well, it is. Yeah, it's a retro. It's Doom, but just like a retro version. But Warhammer.
Yeah. I got it on my ROG Ally. I played it a couple of hours on it.
I play quite a lot of that on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, it's a good portable game.
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, the Destiny Warriors one with Gundam, that was alright. I know what you're saying, but like your traditional Gundams in games are just terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this is going to go down, but I'm sure it'll have some cool set pieces like this.
I'm sure the Gundam thing will only be probably like a 5-minute section in the middle.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably not going to be the whole. It's probably not going to be like a massive.
That's the only negative I'm seeing anyway. The Gundam and the flying about stuff I'll probably lose. I'm not interested. But it's just the core gameplay is just something that just never gets old with Doom.
Adrenaline metal soundtrack. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Slayer. Slayer.
Blue Slayer!
Well, you are the Slayer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Fucking ridiculous.
It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies.
I'm Captain America,
from
baby.
your allies. With the Slayer in
Yeah,
prison,
Captain America, Gundam driving, fucking Doom man.
good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point.
I'm about it, and I'm glad it's coming to PlayStation. Yeah, I'm in.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, Dawn of War. Our chat loves Dawn of War. Did you ever play Dawn of War? Top-down strategy game. It was brilliant. It was Command and Conquer, but 40k.
That was the whole reason I bought a PC back in the day.
I played loads. I won tournaments. Actually, my brother won a tournament with it. I didn't. I entered the tournament. It's great.
I love RTSs. I haven't played a good RTS in a long time, to be fair.
We've got 10 years
I used to love them
making
back in the day.
modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
I love game studios, don't you? When they walk around.
It's
just like my office on steroids.
I did games design at university. I wish I really followed it up, you know.
Look at the fanny man behind him. That's what we used to call him when I was growing up. Fanny man.
Whoa.
Sick. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. I'm in. May 15th. It is really early, bro.
Hell yeah!
May 15th.
This year is stacked.
That's really cool.
We did. Is that it? Or are we gonna get
That's great.
I think that's it.
Oh yeah, Dawn of War 3 was terrible. I agree. Dawn of War 1 and 2 were great.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, is that it?
No, that's it. This is highlights, isn't it? This is just an
I
outtakes.
got my hopes up for a second.
Nah, you're not getting anything else. May 15th, that's good. So we got May 15th for Doom Dark Ages. We got April 24th for Expedition 33. And then, I don't think we got anything for South of Midnight, did we?
Yeah, we did. It was...
Oh, maybe I didn't make a note.
It'll come up now.
April. No, April is Expedition 33. So it was South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden full.
Ninja Gaiden! I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna play the remaster now, like after we've done a recording.
Yeah, nice.
After I watch Man United get probably beaten by Rangers, I'll probably come play some.
They're gonna pump you,
Gaiden.
mate. They're gonna absolutely pump you.
I hope not.
They will. All with Game Pass. Subscribe now.
Game Pass. Hell yeah. I'm sold.
Get your OnlyFans subscription. Get your Xbox subscription. Do it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Plus bonus Ninja Gaiden 2. And that's out today. Play today. Get on it.
Is that it? We're done?
Yeah, we're done. Do you want to give me a rating, Lewis, to finish this off? And then we'll end the stream.
Oh, I don't know. 7 out of 10, maybe. I was expecting
Average,
one more thing.
Average.
Yeah. I was expecting one more thing. Ninja Gaiden looks cool. As you said, South of Midnight didn't look that interesting, but Doom kind of brought it back. Yeah, I'd say 7. How about you?
Oh.
We've lost Phil.
I'm back. Sorry, I just pulled out my headphones. Carry on. What were you saying?
Do that. I was just saying 7. Yeah, I just said probably 7 out of 10. Expedition 33 looked good. Ninja Gaiden I'm excited for. South of Midnight, as you said, I'll play it, but I'm not excited for it. I'll just play it when it comes out. But Doom, oof, can't wait for Doom. I'm so excited for Doom now. That's like probably my most anticipated game now for the rest of the year.
So you a 7 out of 10, and that's the best game that you're waiting for. And you're only giving this a 7 out of 10. I think you're giving this an injustice.
I was expecting one more thing. Okay. I really was. Because I thought we started with Ninja Gaiden, so I saw one, it's even to the end. I was like, oh, dude, okay. Well, we knew that was coming.
Chat is saying south of midnight. Yeah, I agree. It is like mid, man. Mid.
We haven't played it yet. It might be really good, but yeah, it looks mid.
You never know.
You never know. I thought you would call me a fanboy if I said he was any higher than 7. To be fair,
I'm going higher than you. So I'm going to say it was an 8 out of 10. I think production was super high on this direct. I really like it when they actually spend time with the developers. Not that we watched it and we just chatted over most of it, but I'm going to rewatch it anyway and maybe go into some of the details on it. But I appreciate all that type of stuff. When PlayStation have done it in the past, it's always been really cool. I know they did it for Gran Turismo and things like that in the past, and it's always cool to see what actually goes into the games, right? Ninja Gaiden 4 looks great, bit of a surprise, and it's nice that you get a game now, right? You've got Ninja Gaiden 2. That's really cool. That is a game I would genuinely play. South of Midnight, yes, agreed with chat. It is a mid-looking game. It's not really for me. The genre and the kind of setting just doesn't work for me. But I'll leave that one up to you. See how you get on with Hazel. For me, Expedition 33, it's not the type of game I'll enjoy. I know Dave will be raving about it once he sees it. Looks amazing, and I think the graphics on that look superb. But yeah, the big item here, the big ticket item is Doom Dark Ages, May 15th. It's huge. It looks incredible. It looks done. It really does. Yeah. And it comes out really, really soon. And I cannot wait to play it. And I'm so glad it's coming over to PlayStation. So I'm giving that an 8. I am. I don't think I was really let down by anything. You know, South of Midnight and Expedition 33, they're games that I really wouldn't play generally. South of Midnight was mid. Expedition 33 I think is good, but it's not my type of game. But the others were great.
I mean, it looks good. I mean, the big news from this is that everything that they showed today is before their June big showcase.
Yeah.
That's coming up. So this is basically... And Xbox are actually releasing games the first half of the year. What the fuck are you...
I know. Big deal, right?
I've been complaining about that for 3 or 4 years, and they finally did it. They're finally doing it. It's amazing. So we got Avowed in February, and then we got what? South of Midnight and Expedition in April.
Yep.
Then we got Doom in May. So that's pretty good. Good first half of the year, and then the Switch 2 comes out, and then I'm never looking back.
Well, on that note, Lewis, I think we probably end it before all your subscribers unsubscribe. All right.
I'm joking.
So what I'm going to do is close the stream. Thanks, chat, for joining us. Thank you very much, and thanks for the questions that you've been sending in the comments. Always appreciated. And I'll upload this to our channel and send it over to you so you can upload it to yours.
All right. Thanks for having me.
I'm Phil from MPS We Trust. If you're over on Lewis' channel, please make sure to come and follow us. And Lewis, you're over on the Xbox channel, and we'll put the links in the description below so you can follow Lewis as well. All right. So I'm going to end the stream now. Catch you all soon. Nice one. Bye-bye.
Bye.